Hi, welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn the 12-bar blues in G. This is what it sounds like. Okay, so the key to this 12-bar sequence is a pattern. You learn the pattern in one position and then you move the pattern around using different root notes. Now, a root note is the most important note in a key or a chord. So in this pattern, the backing track actually has 3 different chords, has a G and a C and a D. So depending on what chord is being played, you have a different root note on the bass. So if the band are playing a G chord, the root note is a G. And if the band are playing a C chord, the root note's a C, etc. Yep. So we're going to do a G, C and a D. So let's learn those notes first. So a G root note is here. You know that one. We've done that one a few times in a few different tracks. So fret 3 on the E string, that's a G. Now the one below, here on the A string, that's a C. Now we did learn a C before on the E string on fret 8. Now that note and this note, they're exactly the same. They have exactly the same pitch. They're just different places on the bass to play the same note. So the first root note that we need to remember is the G, fret 3 on the E. The next one is the C, fret 3 on the A string, the second string down, and we also need a root note D, which is fret 5 on the A string. So we have a G, a C, and a D. Now once we've learned the sequence, the pattern for the G, we just move it around using different root notes. Okay, so this is how it works. Put your second finger on fret 3 on the G. Okay, so our second finger, our middle finger, is on fret 3 on the G. First finger is then going to go to the next string, the A string on fret 2. Okay, then our little finger is going to go to fret 5 on the same string. Okay, so we have 3 on the E, 2 on the A, and then 5 on the A. Then we're actually going to go to the next string and do exactly the same. A 2 and a 5. Once you get there, you go backwards, but you don't play this note again, you only play this note once. So we go back to the 2 on the D string, and then we go to 5 on the A, and 2 on the A. Now that note is the end of a sequence, end of a loop, if you like. So it goes like this. That's the end of a loop. So in the 12-bar blues sequence, we actually play that G pattern twice. So it goes like this. We end here. Then we're going to do the same pattern but with a different root note. So we're literally moving the pattern to a different starting point. So we put our second finger on fret C, on fret 3, which is a C. We give that a pluck. Then we go to 2 on the D string, and then 5. And then on the last string, on the G string, we do 2 and 5. Then 2, then 5 on the previous string, on the D string, and 2. So to play this 12-bar blues sequence, it's really important that you get the first pattern in your head. Once you've got that nailed, then you'll find the other parts really easy, so playing from the C and the D. So let's just recap the first pattern. You've got a 3 on the E, then a 2 and a 5 on the next string. Then on the third string you have a 2 and a 5. Then you go backwards to 2. Then on the previous string, 5 and 2. You do that twice. Then you go to the C and you do the pattern. Then you go back home to the G. Now the third part, you go to the D. So this is fret 5 on the second string down on the A string with your second finger. We're going to do exactly the same pattern but in a different place. So we have fret 5 and then we'd go to fret 4 on the next string on the D string, then fret 7 on the same string, then on the last string on the G string a fret 4 and a 7, and then back to 4, and then on the third string a 7 and then a 4, and then we do the first riff again on the G. Okay, so that's quite a complicated sequence actually. So if you're struggling, just rewind the video, take it step by step, go through it very slowly, and when we're practicing it in a second, just if it's like mega hard, just keep to the slow version until you get really confident, and then we can progress to the faster versions. Well done, that's quite a tricky riff to learn. 12 bar blues in G. You're doing great. Download the backing tracks, have a go at home, and you'll get there. See you in the next lesson.